Hi, I'm Len with Hobby Universe Outdoors, and today I'm going to be showing you my process for adjusting the anti-scalping wheels on this John Deere X590 garden tractor. Now this process will actually work across all X500 series garden tractors, as well as some other models within the John Deere line. The process actually will be very similar, if not the same, on other manufacturers' models as well. It's just the parts and pieces that you're looking at on yours may not match exactly what you're seeing here, but the objective is going to be the same. The anti-scalping wheels have a very specific purpose and they are important. So again, even if you're not working on a John Deere, the things we're going to go over today will help explain why they're important, what you should be looking for, and what the end result should be. A little while back, I put together a video discussing my process for how I level the deck on this garden tractor. And during that video, I did touch on the anti-scalping wheels and roughly how to adjust those. This video is not going to talk about leveling the deck. It's only going to be about the scalping wheels. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on what it is they're supposed to be doing and why they're important. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when I upload a new video, and it'll help me build my channel, which I certainly do appreciate. Before you get started and you begin to make the adjustments to those anti-scalping wheels, you're going to want to make sure the tire pressures in all four of your tires are correct. If the front tires are low, or one corner is low or high and it's not where it needs to be, and then you make that adjustment down the road, those adjustments you made to these anti-scalping wheels will no longer be valid. They will change when the tire pressure changes, because obviously the tire is going to get bigger or smaller depending on what you do with the air pressure. So for the X590 for this tractor, the recommended PSI is 14 in the front, 10 in the rear. I've already checked that, made sure I'm where I need to be. They are. So now I can move on to the anti-scalping wheels. I have the deck height control knob set at 3 because that's the position it's going to be in when I start mowing. The deck is in the lowest position, so now it's actually sitting at that number 3 level. And now I'm going to start to adjust these wheels. And what I'm looking for is between 1/4 and 1/2 inch between the bottom of the wheel and the surface of the floor. And to do that, you pull out the pin, it's spring loaded, move it up and down. And actually that looks good. So we're at about 1/4 inch on this front wheel. I have 3 holes showing. So it's not a guarantee, but in most cases I found that the front and back do match. So the back is sitting higher, but it's only up in the air about 1/2 inch. So that's at 1/4 inch. This is 1/2 inch. I'm completely fine with that. And there's honestly no way to get them any closer because the position changes, the holes in these shafts, are spaced at 1/2 inch. So the difference between the front and back is 1/4 inch. So if I wanted to make them exact, it would be impossible because the move I can make is 1/2 inch. I can't make a smaller increment move than that. So I'm going to live with that. And like I said, the front and back aren't exactly the same. The number of holes may differ. On mine it's the same, but I have read articles and posts on different forums where people said that maybe the front is at 3 and the back is at 4. It's not a big deal. That really wouldn't concern me that much. Where I would be concerned is if this side in the back was at 3 and then that was at 4. Same position, but on the other side in the rear. That would bother me. Front to back, I think we can, have a little bit of a variation, but side to side, I don't think there should be any variation at all. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll come back and let you know how we made out. I finished adjusting the other side, and as I suspected, the shafts that stick up that hold these anti-scalping wheels, they each have 3 holes showing. So it is typical in all 4 corners, which is what I would expect to see. Now that we have those adjusted, we're going to take it for a little spin here. And what I'm doing is I'm getting close to the base of this tree where the ground is raised up significantly. And what you'll see is that front wheel engaging the ground, raising the mower up, keeping the front of the deck from digging into the dirt, and also keeping the blades high enough that they're not going to scalp the top of the grass right off that surface. And then as I pass over it, the rear wheels take over. So now the front wheel is going to be up in the air, but that rear wheel is engaging the ground, again, protecting that surface from the back of the deck and those blades. This is exactly what these are designed to do. They're operating as they should. So I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Well, that takes care of getting the anti-scalping wheels adjusted. Took it out in the yard, went for a little bit of a spin. As you saw in the previous clip, everything's working the way it's supposed to, so I'm happy with that. We're going to call this one complete. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get notifications when a new video is released, and it'll also help me build my channel. I've mentioned it before. I really do appreciate that. Thank you again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.